Hey, what's up guys, it's Fearless here, and I am bringing you my second tutorial on my channel. I am going to teach you guys today how to get better with the Wingman with some simple practices and some simple tips. So I'm going to start off with some practices right now. I'm going to show you guys one of the practices that I used to do at the very beginning of the game. So it's good to have, one Wingman with Iron Sight and one with an HCOG. At the beginning of the game, you didn't have the option to be able to put the HCOG on it. So what I used to do is I would do this. Just go through and try and snap on all the targets. And then reload, hit that one, 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 hit that one. You just gotta go through without missing a shot. The ones in the back are pretty hard. You can go either in order of the line and try and see how fast you can do it. So I obviously have already missed some, but the whole practice that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit them all without missing a shot. Helps you get your muscle memory down with shooting it at range. Also, one other practice that I like to do with the Wingman is don't worry about this guy. One thing that definitely helps is if you center right here, just trying to flick on the target's head, or just flick on the targets, either one, whatever helps you. This flick shotting is really important with the Wingman, especially even on controller. I always have difficulty hitting that one to the left, but you get the gist of it. Just try to get your muscle memory down. All that. May not seem like you're flicking that hard, but on my sense, I play 6-4, so. Nor are those last shots. You just gotta go through, flick, flick. Even if you overcompensate, just keep going, flicking, trying to get headshots. Flick, flick. Gotta keep flicking on their heads, because it definitely helps getting better with the Wingman doing it that way. Another practice that definitely helps is obviously practicing with the stock Wingman. Here, hold on real quick. Let me get rid of the purple mag. Trying to practice getting headshots and stuff like that. Obviously, it's gonna be gonna be really hard to hit headshots in game as consistently as you can in the firing range. You just gotta practice your flick shots. Flick shots are huge while using the Wingman. A lot of people do them because of so much strafing back and forth, and so here's a tip for you guys with the Wingman. One thing that you want to do is okay, you see obviously the target's not moving, but whenever you're aiming at someone, you don't want to try to track them with the Wingman. That's really hard. If you're trying to track, that's when the flick shotting comes into, because if someone's moving with a sub, they're going left to right. Obviously, if you can see their strafing pattern, you just flick, 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 flick. You can do that. Or one thing that I like to do if I'm super up close is start crouch spamming and then hip firing with it like that, because if you're centered on them completely with it and you crouch spam with it, it'll hit most of the time. Crouch spamming and hip firing. But one thing that I tell people whenever they come into my chat and they try to ask how do I get so good with the Wingman, you want to sit here, and whenever you're aiming at somebody with it, you want to kind of let them strafe into the little red dot right there in the middle. The little red dot in the middle helps tremendously. Obviously that's where the bullet's gonna go, see? So if they're strafing into you while you're shooting at them, your timing whenever they go in front of your red dot, even if they're crouch spamming and stuff, you might get some headshots in there and it hits their body. You gotta make sure that you're centered on them and you let them strafe into the red dot. That's a great way to get consistently good with the Wingman, is just having patience with it, and also the timing of it. being patient is definitely one of the big ones that I had to learn. If you want to be patient, you can't just like start, like, well, once you start getting up in level with the Wingman, you can start, you know, spamming it and hitting your shots. You just gotta kind of time your strafe as well too when you want to hit it. Like, see right there, I didn't do a good job of it, but you really want to just like kind of time your strafe. Time your strafe until whenever. Depending on how you like doing your strafes, you know, you want to incorporate some crouch spams as well too. Crouch spamming with the Wingman was one thing that was hard for me to get good at, like while aiming down sights. Because if you're in an intense gunfight and you can't aim down your sights, you gotta start crouch spamming, because if they're crouch spamming, then probably 9 times out of 10 will win the fight. If you're not crouch spamming and you're kind of just doing something like this with the Wingman, like that's why you gotta crouch spam. Also, back to this practice, definitely one great way to get good at doing this practice as well too is being able to crouch spam and flick on the targets as well too. You know, always the objective to get as many headshots as you can. And you wanna start getting better at this warm up while you're crouch spamming and stuff like that, flicking on the targets, trying to get headshots, obviously. Because the headshots are the biggest part of the Wingman. If you have ever double headshotted someone with a Wingman, then you know how good that feels. So headshots are definitely what you want to get better at. Obviously, it is a little flashy trying to get good with flick shots, but flick shots are the most important thing on the Wingman, I feel like. Getting better with the flick, definitely. Like you. Dude, that's probably my best one right there that I've done in this, like, this session right here.